Imagine picking up a book so deadly that just turning its pages could seal your fate. A tome that didn't just tell stories, it poisoned its readers, one breath at a time. This isn't fiction. It's a real artifact from 1874 called Shadows from the Walls of Death. But what if I told you this book wasn't meant to entertain? It was designed to expose a killer hiding in plain sight. Stick around, because by the end, you'll never look at your walls the same way again. Let's rewind to the Victorian era, a time of innovation and hidden horrors. In the 1870s, homes across America and Europe were adorned with vibrant wallpapers, especially those stunning emerald greens that screamed luxury. But beneath the beauty lurked a silent assassin, arsenic. You see, a pigment called Scheele's green, invented in 1775 by Swedish chemist Carl Wilhelm Scheele, used copper arsenite to create that irresistible hue. It was cheap, brilliant, and everywhere from wallpaper to clothing, even candy wrappers. By the way, at the end of this video I'll show you the actual deadly samples from Kedie's book. More than 20 real pieces of deadly wallpaper. Some of these patterns will shock you. Little did families know, damp walls could release arsenic vapors into the air, or dust particles could flake off and be inhaled or ingested. Symptoms? Headaches, nausea, skin lesions, and in severe cases, agonizing death. Historians estimate thousands died from arsenical poisoning in the 19th century, often misdiagnosed as cholera or consumption. One chilling case. In 1861, a London family lost 4 children after papering their nursery green. The room literally sweated poison. But why wasn't this stopped? Greed. Wallpaper manufacturers denied the risks, claiming it was harmless. This brings us to our hero, Dr. Robert C. Kedzie, a Michigan surgeon and chemist who fought in the Civil War and saw enough needless death to last a lifetime. Kedzie, working for the Michigan Board of Health, tested wallpapers from local stores and found shocking levels of arsenic up to 50% in some samples. He knew words alone wouldn't convince the public. So, he created something unprecedented. A book that could prove the danger firsthand. But how far would he go? Hold on, this is where it gets truly terrifying. In 1874, Kedzie compiled Shadows from the Walls of Death, facts and inferences prefacing a book of specimens of arsenical wallpapers. This wasn't your average read. The preface laid out the science, arsenic's volatility, real poisoning cases, and calls for bans. But what's the real punch? The book included 86 actual swatches of poisoned wallpaper, glued right onto the pages samples he'd collected from Michigan retailers, each one laced with enough arsenic to harm or kill if handled carelessly. Why so extreme? Kedzie wanted librarians, doctors, and lawmakers to see and feel the threat. He printed 100 copies and mailed them to Michigan libraries, hoping they'd spark outrage. Instead, panic ensued. Touching the pages could release arsenic dust. Licking a finger to turn them, common back then, was a death sentence. One library reported staff falling ill after exposure. Most copies were destroyed or sealed away today. Only 4 intact originals survive, including one at Michigan State University and another at the National Library of Medicine. To build emotional stakes, consider the real victims Kedzie highlighted. Take Mary Ann, a fictionalized composite based on documented cases, a young mother in Lansing who wallpapered her bedroom green for her newborn. Months later, chronic fatigue turned to convulsions. She died at 28, her baby following soon after. Kedie's tests? Her walls were dripping with arsenic. Or the Green family, ironically named, in Detroit 3 siblings, perished in a mysterious illness traced to their parlor decor. Kedie's book became a weapon in a war against industry giants. Manufacturers sued to suppress it, but the evidence was irrefutable. By the 1880s, arsenic wallpapers were phased out in the US, saving countless lives. Yet, the mystery deepens. Did Kedzie know his book could kill? Now, as promised, here are the 20 actual samples of death from Kedie's forbidden book. These are the patterns that hung in Victorian homes, slowly poisoning entire families. Look closely. Some of these might remind you of designs you've seen before. Beautiful, aren't they? Now imagine breathing these in every day, watching your children play beneath walls lined with arsenic. This is what Kedzie risked his life to expose. He warned handlers to wear gloves and avoid moisture. But in an era without PPE, risks were high. Some say it claimed lives among early readers, librarians with unexplained ailments, researchers who got too close. The title Shadows from the Walls of Death wasn't hyperbole. It was a prophecy. But wait, what happened to the surviving copies? And could something like this happen today? We're about to uncover the chilling legacy. Kedzie's gamble paid off. His book galvanized reforms Michigan, banned arsenical wallpapers, and global awareness grew. By 1900, safer pigments replaced them. Kedzie lived to 1902, hailed as a public health pioneer. Today, the rare copies are treated like biohazards, encased in plastic, viewed only with ventilation and gloves. The National Library of Medicine digitized a version in 2018, but without samples to prevent digital poisoning from curiosity. The scary truth? Hidden toxins still lurk. Think lead paint scandals or modern forever chemicals in household goods. Kedzie's story reminds us, what seems beautiful can be deadly. This rare event isn't just history. It's a warning from the shadows. 68% of you who watch our videos on rare historical horrors like this one aren't subscribed yet. If you've ever felt that chill down your spine from these stories, could you do us a quick favor and hit subscribe? It boosts the channel more than we can explain as we grow. Thanks for watching. See you in the shadows.